Money Emotion Monday.
What's up, y'all?
What up, what up? And we got another episode for you guys. And we're going to be talking about freedom versus reality around entrepreneurship and kind of the reality behind what it is to be an entrepreneur, business owner, or kind of try to paint a picture around what it is to be in our shoes or maybe someone more successful shoes. Um, for those of you guys that want to become an entrepreneur, want to start a business or start your own whatever venture on your own or with friends, we're going to be as transparent as possible and talk about all the stuff to kind of set you guys up mentally for what's to come. Because I feel like a lot of the times we talk about all the fun stuff, it's like better to work, be your own boss, and you always hear these kind of things. It's you don't want to work for a corporation forever.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
which I would still personally at this point in time still say the same thing is I want to be my own boss and not work for a corporation at some point. But with that being said, we'll jump into it, and you guys can decide at the end of this. And this episode is not to discourage you guys either, by the way. It's just to be real, you know. That's the point of our podcast, since we said in the beginning, is to be transparent, be authentic, be real with you guys, and this is all on our own experience. Someone else's experience may be completely different, but some of these things I feel like are pretty universal that business owners go through at some point in stage of their entrepreneurship journey and stuff.
definitely. Yeah, between all the people that we've met through our journey and conversated with, a lot of the similar, we all have like a lot of similar stories and emotions and feelings that we go through. So,
Or just like hardships too, in terms of
yeah.
what's working, what's not working, obstacles they've encountered. A lot of the times it's very similar, slightly different, tailored to what exactly they're doing, but the general idea of it is usually the same. Um, but yeah, I mean, with that being said, let's jump right into it. So we got a few questions and different topics, and we'll kind of break them down. But we'll start off by asking David,
Oh, damn, cuz.
um, are you chasing money or are you chasing freedom? Because those two are completely different lives.
Very true. Very true. I would say, oh shit. That's like a It's like a double-edged sword because
Mm-hmm.
in my eyes, I'm not necessarily chasing money. I'm chasing the freedom, but my vision of freedom is being is having the ability to do whatever I want whenever I want. And you
Mm-hmm.
can't unfortunately, you can't do that without money.
Yep.
Like I hate when people say like money isn't everything, but which to a sense is kind of true, but at the same time, it's not because you need money for everything in this world. This world revolves around money.
Not my world. No, I'm just like, just like I
S-
do crypto.
yeah. But I mean, to conclude my answer, I'm still going to say I'm chasing freedom more than money because for my vision of freedom, I don't need all the money in the world. Yes, I do need money, but to a certain extent where I know I'm not trying to be the richest person in the planet, you know what I mean?
So what would you say? What number in your head right now, if I was able to grant you whatever amount of money, like for the rest of your life, and I would say, all right, dude, you have one chance and one chance only. Once you say this number, you can never change it, but you'll make this amount the rest of your life. What's a number that you realistically, like you based off what you're saying, your answer, like realistically, not just
Mhm.
saying like, oh, I want $10 million every month because I want to buy all this bullshit, but like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
realistically, you know?
Realistically,
A
I
number that I can for sure like say, hey, boom, I can give it to you.
mhm.
Rest of your life can't change.
Realistically, I would wanna do at least I would for sure, like, 5,000,000 a year. I'd be s yeah, just
I don't know
because
why. I was expecting this guy to say a lower number, but realistically, like I also thought in my head, like this guy likes fucking cars.
the funny
But I
thing
also
is,
know that,
I didn't even think about
yeah,
that actually.
I was gonna say, I know that you're thinking about your whole family. Like, all right, it's for me to
Yeah,
retire everyone.
basically, dude, like, cause me, I don't need a mansion, you know? I love the valley.
Hmm.
Like, this shit is instilled in me. I love the valley. I don't think even if I had the opportunity to move, like, to, like, a beautiful city like Dubai or some shit, I would probably rather stay here just because of all my family that's out here.
Mm,
And that being said, like you were saying, I would just love to literally retire my whole family and buy them their fucking homes, you know, nothing crazy, but something where better than what they have now. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, for sure.
And I just know realistically, because I was gonna say like 1,000,000 or 2,000,000, but realistically, that's just not doable
Do
in
you think
today.
5 million is enough to retire your family?
Yes,
Oh,
I think so.
I know that sounds like absurd to probably even ask for some people. Like, damn, 5 million, that's a lot of money.
Dude,
But this
yeah.
guy has a fucking huge family. That's why I was asking. Like, honestly,
Well,
I
you
was
know what's
thinking about it
crazy
right
though?
now as you were answering that whole question. I'm like, dude, probably 10 million, bro.
Yeah, because I mean, it and it's I think if I were to add up all of my family's income, I don't it wouldn't even be 1,000,000. So
Dude,
just
for sure.
nah,
Are
trust
you
me.
including Emmy?
She doesn't count. She has the bags
Yeah.
already. She's the only person I can't really retire.
Okay. What about Freddie?
Freddie makes a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so those two, you probably would be like, ah, you guys are good on your own.
I think I think Freddie would be down to I don't know, he loves his job, you
Well,
know?
he loves his job, but he
I
also
think he
does
would
his
do,
own
like
side things too.
yeah, I think he would do, like, minimum he's a travel nurse for everyone. He's a travel nurse, and I think he would do, like, minimum days. Cause you know how you
Mm,
get to, like,
yeah,
select how many days you do?
yeah. I think for
Um,
sure, like if you'd be like, "Hey, bro, take less time at work, do more time in your brand," he would be like, "Fuck yeah."
dude, exactly, yeah, you know what I
Yeah, yeah,
mean?
that'd be sick.
And so, yeah, I think dude, cause everyone else kinda just has, like it's a
You
normal
know
shit,
what?
you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's true. That's
Dude,
fair, actually.
$1,000,000 is a lot of fucking money,
Yeah, I
dude.
was.
'Cause you gotta think
That's
about it.
50, 100 thousands a year.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know 50 people that make 100K. You're right.
Well, not 50, actually. That'd be 10.
What?
10 100,000.
Oh, oh yeah.
But
The
even
math ain't
there
adding up.
but, like, yeah, so, I mean, me and my dad are the closest to 100. Freddie does for sure 100 plus. Emmy for sure 100 plus. I mean, my mom probably is around there in that in the same range as me and my dad. Um, other than that, you know,
Damn.
so I genuinely think, well, yeah.
Well, for sure. Well, hurry
But
up.
anyway,
Good thing we're family, huh?
this guy, yeah, you. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's always been like my main goal. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, I fucking do. I would love to have my dream cars, you know, but I know for sure I would offer these things to my family first,
Yeah, 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 for
you
sure.
know.
Damn. Yeah, we gotta sell more merch. We got two families to retire.
But
Fuck.
so what do you think? What is your do you envision yourself?
Dude, honestly, I would. Dude, well, fuck. This is like I would say that for me, probably 5 million for sure. Like, I think without me getting the things that I truly want for myself, like at some point, which is like cars and accessory
A
stuff.
Bugatti or
Yeah,
2?
fucking saline.
Ah,
Um,
dude.
dude, mark my words, I'm gonna fucking buy one of those cars one of these days. Like,
Yeah,
even though they're like undrivable, so, not to sidetrack. For those of
yeah.
you guys that don't know what that car is,
You're not
this
the
guy's known since I was literally like Hot Pursuit, fucking Need for Speed days when we were like 5, 6 years old. That car's so sick. But anyways,
Facts,
that alone
facts.
is like 2 million or three or more. I don't know.
Damn.
But I would say realistically, like five. I have a pretty big family. But if I'm including like my family that is in Mexico as well, I would probably add another like 2 to 3 million.
Mhm.
So I would say like sit within 5 to 8 million because I have so much family in Mexico that like they have I mean I would like to think they live like happy lives. They're happy with what they do and stuff. Very minimal, obviously. They're not like rich or well off, but I would, if I had the ability to, even though I'm not like really close to them, I would want to, and hopefully they don't like take it the wrong way, like provide a better life for them if I was like, if I had the extra
Mm.
money to do so, so that, um, just all in all, like I would, or at least like set something up, like a business or like two or three businesses in Mexico for them to like maybe run or like help run
Mhm.
so that way they can like live off of those things and create like generational wealth off them. Like I wouldn't really care for anything in return. I would just kind of be like, hey, you guys, work in them. I would obviously still own it and stuff like that. Um
Do
just
you
for like tax write-off purposes. Because if I'm dumping all this money in it and I can't like write it off, it's kind of counterproductive. But yeah, I would let them like reap the benefits of those.
What if you, like excuse me, because 'cause I've thought about this, like, if you had the ability to bring them over here and just provide, like you said, like, a better life, if they wanted to,
Yeah.
do you think they would? Or do you think they just
Uh,
they're already that's their home, you know?
well, dude, I'm the youngest sibling in my entire family, and I'm 27. So my oldest sibling that's still alive right now is like somewhere in their 40s for sure. So I think, dude, their life is just so instilled, and they have like kids and family and everything else out there, and they're just so used to the life. I think to move out here, they wouldn't want. I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't want to, but I don't know. I mean, that's not a conversation I've ever had with them. I think they would
Mm.
be open to like vacationing out here but
Mm.
not fully giving up that life.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that makes
because
sense
it's
too.
like for us, like
The
we
valley.
would be down to go to like Dubai for probably like if we were really rich, I'd be down to go to Dubai for like 2, 3 weeks or a month maybe. But then I'd be like, fuck, I'm tired. Maybe like I want to go back to where it feels like home.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I know exactly what you mean,
Um,
actually, yeah.
so I think that's what their answer would be, to be honest, but I don't know. If they would be down to like, if they were to ask me, "Hey, can you like move me to like California or like a state in the U.S.?" I mean, if as long as like I was able to, then I would be like, "Yeah, sure, like fuck it," if that's what you want. Um, but I don't know if that's something I don't really know the answer to. But I would say like 5 to 8 million in short. Would be like a realistic answer. Five more realistic in terms of like intermediate family, but if I'm thinking like all my other like half siblings,
Mhm.
fuck, probably like another 3 million for sure.
Wait, so do you think you're chasing the money then or the freedom though?
Uh, this is probably a hot take, but hear me out. I'm chasing the money, but because, and this sounds bad to say, I'm chasing money because of how you said. Money comes with freedom, whether you guys believe it or not. Yes, money does bring problems. Everyone knows this. More money brings more problems.
Mhm.
But
But
I know what I want to do with that money, and I feel like I've always had tried to have the right intentions for it. Um, with even what I have now, um, and I am personally willing to give up my freedom, which is what the process of doing entrepreneurship is like you're trading your free time and your free everything else, like your social life a lot of the times, to try to make a better life.
Yeah.
And doing this for 2 years, not having made any money, you know, or having made money but reinvest in everything at least, has gave me a different perspective on if I'm willing, like when it comes to that hard question of like, do you want freedom or do you want to like have a better life for your family? I would trade my freedom for money to provide for my family.
Mhm.
And I think that's like the hot take that I would say. A lot of people are like, "Oh, your freedom or your or money," but when I'm thinking of it in return of my entire family for my freedom, I'm choosing money to provide freedom for my entire family, even if it costs me like my freedom. That's
Yeah.
what I would say.
That's a good one. That's a good answer. That's a great
Yeah.
answer, actually. Yeah, you know what's funny about that, actually, that what you said about more money does bring more problems, but I would argue that having no money brings even bigger problems. I feel like that's a fucking
Mhm.
hot take that a lot of people don't want to admit it because there's this stereotype against like, oh, you're just chasing the money.
Yep.
And
But
it's
that's why I
like,
feel like what stems from my answers because I've
yeah,
thought of shit like that where
yeah,
fuck, I know what it feels like to be broke as fuck. And I know what it feels like. Well, I don't know what it feels like to be rich as fuck, but I know what it feels like to be okay. Like I'm not completely
yeah,
struggling with money either. I have an okay job that pays my bills. I'm not like living check to check or anything like that. So
yeah,
I know at least the middle side of it. And so knowing like if I was able to double my income tomorrow, I would take it in a heartbeat,
yeah, fuck
or
yeah.
triple it,
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. No, I would too, man. I mean, said this so many times, bro.
Ah, shit. Damn, that was one question. Fuck, we're yappers.
Dude,
Oh, fuck.
dude, that's yeah. I mean, that's what we started this for, though,
Mhm.
because we be talking and
Yeah.
talking.
But you know what? That's the side of, like, entrepreneurship or just even having a own business and, like, the ideas and thoughts that starts crossing your mind.
Yeah, for
People
sure.
like, I would have never thought this way fucking 3, 4 years ago.
Dude, yeah, no, you're
I would have always thought like, "Damn, I wanna make all this money to buy this Lambo or Ferrari."
yeah,
That's all I was thinking about, or like this big ass fucking property and have like a house with a 15-car garage, that's literally
dude.
all I was thinking about. But now I think differently, for
Dude,
sure.
me too, yeah. Yeah, between the business and other, like, shit that's happened within my family, it
Mhm.
has really shifted my mindset to like, okay, I'm not just chasing money for these reasons anymore. Like, I'm chasing it because I want to be able to help my family more. But yeah, dude,
Well,
let's get
fuck.
to the next one.
Next one is gonna be a mindset question. And so it's gonna be, what thoughts do you repeat every single day without questioning them? Because I feel like a lot of the times people um are stuck in like either a false reality or they're stuck because they keep telling themselves like a story that you know they want to believe.
Damn.
So what are things that you tell yourself every single day without questioning them, at least in the business,
Um, fuck, dude. Things that I tell myself. Ah, man.
without questioning?
Damn. Can you read it to me one more time? Sorry.
What thoughts do you repeat every single day without questioning them?
Ah, I'm tired. I literally think about ah, it's you know what? It's pretty much it, actually.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. And I enjoy I actually enjoy doing the work.
Mhm. Well, you could enjoy it and still tell yourself things
So
that you don't question. So, like, for myself, right? I think for me, things that I tell myself every single day is that I literally do not question is I'm gonna be successful one day for sure. I don't doubt it and I don't question it. Like I don't know how, I don't know when, and maybe people have heard this story. Like people that are close to me that have asked. So my name Bruce. My mom named me Bruce because after Batman, like literally after Batman, she's like told me this story. But she asked me, she said that when she was, like, watching TV, like, a long time ago, whatever, and the, like, Old School Batman movie came up, she saw it, and she saw, like, Bruce as, like, a name that was, like, on the TV and someone successful, like, she was like that's how she first came across the name, and so she named me that, she was like, "'Cause I knew you were gonna be successful one day."
That's crazy,
And
actually.
so when I tell people like, "Oh, how did you get named Bruce?" You're like straight up Mexican, like your your parents barely speak English. My mom speaks English, my dad didn't. I'm just like, well, dude, like trip out. That's my mom's like this is my mom's story behind like getting my name Bruce. And so since I was young, I've always thought like I'm gonna be successful. I don't know how, I don't know when. So when people ask me, "Hey, how did you get the name Bruce?" I'm just like, "Oh, well, my mom thought I was gonna be successful," and so I've always believed that.
Mhm.
So that's why for me, I don't doubt it. Like whether it's in 10 years, 15 years, I know that something is gonna make me successful. Um, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like I'm gonna be rich. Like there's gonna be something and I know it and like into my bones that I'm gonna come across something and I know that I'm gonna be doing something in life that is gonna feel like, hey, I've made it,
Yeah.
you know? So that's like my story behind that, at least that I
That's
know
crazy. I didn't even
everything.
know that story, actually.
I
That is
really,
crazy.
well, people like you've never asked me. I feel like, hey, how did you get your name?
Yeah, you told
But honestly, I probably
That's
only told
funny.
that story like, dude, probably like 3 or 4 times.
That is crazy, actually. Damn, nah, me. They called me Gordo because I was fat. That was my
Yeah.
nickname my whole life, and it just stuck. Um,
So
damn,
that's like
dude.
a, I think something to kind of like, help you answer that
Yeah,
question.
I just fuck, dude. It's I've never really, I guess, thought about it, honestly.
No?
I've never I don't question some of the things that come across my mind. Like once I think of something, it's just like, okay, like we're doing that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And yeah,
So you would say, I think like you don't question your judgment.
I don't question it at
So
all.
every
Yeah.
day you're just like, if you set your eyes on something, you're like, all right, well, I'm gonna
It's,
get there
yes,
and figure out how to get there in between.
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's pretty dope.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But I mean, well, I mean, dude,
Well,
my life is on the fucking wheels, bro. I'm
damn.
always go, go, go. So I feel like I never get time to really just sit and
Mm,
think. It's my time is just
go.
it's go time. Like
Mm-hmm.
from the moment I get off of work, meeting up with you to getting home, like it's a constant, it's either a yes or no, and I gotta make a decision right then and there because that is gonna set me back or either put me forward throughout my day.
Yeah. Damn. Do you
Yeah,
think
dude.
that's a good thing to have or like a bad thing
Um,
to have? Like to
you
never
know
be
what's
able to
funny?
stop and think about everything else.
I've been asked this before, and it's a good way to stay distracted from a lot of the bullshit going on outside. You know what I
Mm,
mean? It's very a lot of people tell me like I'm so nonchalant and I don't give a fuck when I really do. I just don't have the time to sit and really like get emotionally involved with whatever the fuck is actually going on. You know what I mean? So
mm.
it's been a great way for me to just like brush it off to the side where it's just like, okay, well, that happened, like fucking move on. You know what I mean?
So you've been able to build that mentality of like, okay, realize it, understand it, move on.
Yes, I'm
And
a
you're just not like,
very
how am I gonna invest energy or time in shit that doesn't directly involve you?
exactly. I'm a big believer on if it doesn't bring you fucking peace or happiness or joy, there's no point of being bothered or
Mm,
upset or and there's no point in getting that negativity
yeah.
into you. Like it's
You know
ridiculous.
what's funny? I feel like, I mean, I don't know if it's an old school way of thinking, but I know for sure, like, m- side of the family, like, my dad for sure was like that 100%, where he was just kind of like super busy all the time. He was just like, well, shit, like, you don't really have time to feel or see things. Like, you got to just kind of accept it and move forward because life is continuing.
Exactly.
And dude, I literally think about that shit at work, bro, all the time. Where, and not to get on the work subject, but I was just talking about these things with like the managers because we were doing like the end of the year reviews and things like that with team, like the team and stuff. And we were talking about like performance, and I was just telling like them, I was, dude, a lot of people nowadays don't know how to separate like personal and work, and they let personal affect work and work affect personal,
Yeah,
which is kind of like to what you said, like for
exactly.
me, I literally get asked all the time, like, dude, how do you do what you do outside of work? Go to the gym, do it like your businesses and brands and podcasts, and then come to work, separate work, and like still come and do what you have to do, like at the level that you do it. And I literally just tell them all the time, like, well, dude, like, I just separate the two completely. Like, whatever I have going on, if I'm stressed out of work because of the businesses, or like I have things going on, I don't bring it to work. I clock
Mhm.
in. I'm like, fuck, I have 8 hours that I get paid for to do this job. And then when I clock out, I don't fucking think about here. I think about on my other 16 hours of the day, my businesses.
Yeah,
And people can't even
yeah.
separate small shit like that, you know?
Dude, yeah, straight up, man. That's something that like my dad has always well, I don't know if we never really discussed it, I guess, but I would like kind of look at him and be and I remember being a kid and be thinking like, how the fuck can you just let shit happen and just go to work like if
Mm-hmm.
nothing happened, you know?
Yep.
And I guess, well, I mean, from seeing that, it kind of just also grew on to me where it's just like, bro, like just fucking crying about shit is not gonna pay the bills, right?
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
like you said, like the old school mentality, like your dad was always on the go, 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 but it was for purpose, right? Like
Yep.
it was to go get the fucking money for you to provide for you guys so you guys can have this. Cause if he
Yeah.
wasn't gonna do it, that's a cut
Yeah.
that you gotta fucking
Yeah.
that's a sacrifice that you have to make, right?
A little bit on the sidewalk. Yeah. Getting electricity for 25 cents.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that's like a major like, something that differentiates, like, people like us, I would say, to, like, other people where we have priorities and we have things that we know we need to take care of, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
a lot of these other people, like, you look at them and what are they
They
doing?
got 10 different excuses before getting to the solution.
Exactly.
And even though the solution should is like right in front, there's like an invisible barrier here stopping them,
Mhm. They got the
saying,
wrong
"Oh, well, there's
prescription.
this and this, and then there's this and this," and then they keep pushing this back and back and back, and then it's just like, "Oh, I never got there."
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck it, yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
Well, shit. All right. Well, now it's gonna be transitioning into timing and life. So, if nothing changed, if you kept living exactly how you are right now, where would you be in 3 years? Would you have the same habits, routines, same mindset? And would you be proud of the version you are? Or would you wish you started sooner? All right, so if nothing changed, if you kept living exactly how you are right now, where would you be in 3 years? Would you have the same habits, routines, same mindset? Would you be proud of the version you've become, or would you wish you started sooner?
In 3 years. Fuck.
If nothing changed right now, so if this was you right now, in 3 years, would you be happy?
Um,
Would you have like the same habits, routines, the same mindset?
I would for sure I for sure would have built better habits by then, definitely. I think I would
Well,
probably
nothing is changing.
Oh, nothing
So
is
the
changing?
same habits, the same routine, the same mindset you have right now, would you be
Oh,
happy of the version you are in right now in 3 years with
uh,
nothing changed?
yeah, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't because, dude, if you can't recognize bad habits within even a year, there's something wrong. There's something that
Mhm.
there's no I don't know the exact words that I'm looking for, but there's no like motivation to be better, right? Because you're not
Mm,
if you're not willing to change or get better habits, that's not
mm.
that's not good.
You're
I
talking about,
would
like, accountability.
accountability, yes, correct. I would say I have so many my habits have gotten so much better from even just this past year that I would be pretty proud actually.
Mm,
Genuinely proud just because I know where I've come from and like within the last year.
mhm,
But I know that I would for sure still have improvement to go because I know that now.
mm.
So I would say
You would not be
I
happy.
would not be happy
Damn.
just because I know there is a better version of myself that I just haven't reached yet.
Mm, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, same. I would agree too. I mean, dude, yeah, this life is never ending, bro. There's so much to learn, so much to grow from, so much things you can do to better your habits that like I would say the same thing where in the last year, the things that we've been even in the last
Even
8 months,
unless,
dude.
yeah,
8 months, dude. I learned so much about myself, of like things that I can handle, things that I didn't think I was able to do. Um, Learned new skills, and honestly, like just knowing where these small little changes can like have taken me and like shifted my mindset, like excites me to know like, all right, well, if this is just the tip of the iceberg, if I continue doing these things and practicing these things, where can it take me? What opportunities can like come from it?
mhm,
So for sure, just kind of thinking on those things, it makes me know or makes me certain that like being happy where I am right now. Yes, I am happy and proud of myself, but I wouldn't be happy staying in the same position I am because I'm constantly chasing growth. Like I want to improve, I want to be better. Everyone has that opportunity, no matter at what level you are in life. Like I
facts.
can think I'm a 10 out of 10 right now, but if I stay right here right now for the rest of my life, I know I'm like, damn, I could have done a lot more.
Dude,
Because
yeah,
that's just how I am.
straight
Like,
up, yeah.
I'm always wanting to learn more, do more, and like have that knowledge hungry mentality where like soak in everything around me
Yeah,
as much as I can at least. But like we do so much, and I think that's part of the reason why we do a blog page, the podcast, the brand. We have thought about doing like merch for this podcast. We thought about doing a different brand, like a streetwear brand. We've thought about doing like other businesses, and we're
so
just like
many
always
things.
thinking because we're like, dude, the possibilities are endless, and we never want. I know we would never want to settle, which
Yeah,
is good and bad.
yeah,
Yeah, because that's a whole nother rabbit hole. But
yeah.
yeah, so I would say I would want to for sure see some change in the same direction that I'm already going in for sure.
Type shit, dude.
Type
Yeah, man.
shit, type shit.
I agree. 100%, dude. Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
All right, well, purpose and direction.
Ooh.
Are you actually building something meaningful or are you staying busy to feel productive?
Oh,
There's a
damn.
difference and a big one between these two. And because being busy can look like progress, but it can also be the biggest distraction.
Damn, cuz. Cut out my last two answers.
Yeah, those shit just got vetoed right now.
Holy shoots. Damn, bruh. Oh, man. You know what? Nah, fuck that, dude. We're productive with intention. which is exactly why you answered the way you just answered. Look at where we're at just within these past 8 months. Everything that we've learned, like, we've overall became not just better individuals, but learned new shit, dude. Like, we
Mhm.
never would have imagined I never imagined us doing all this stuff. I know I say this all the fucking time,
Dude,
but
same.
it's because I really didn't. I really did not.
Yeah,
Dude, I
dude.
remember when we first started, like, Dedicated Bros, I I was literally thinking, like, "How the fuck am I gonna manage working and doing this?" And now, all the shit that we do is ridiculous, bro. And on top of that,
Yeah.
I've built better habits, you know? So,
Mhm.
yes.
Well, you get forced to build better habits in the midst of all of that, where it's just like, bro,
Yeah,
when you
that's
really
true.
want it to work, you don't have time to fuck around and like miss an upload, or
Yeah,
or
that's
like
true.
miss meeting our meetings on or coming to our meetings on Fridays and Sundays, right?
Yeah.
So like you get forced to subconsciously do these things because you're like, I want to do these things, I want to see this happen, I want to see this grow, and then
Mhm.
eventually you look back 8 months and you're like, how the fuck was I able to do this? But and then you really think about to the nitty gritty of like, what was I doing to make this happen? It's just like, well, fuck,
Dude.
I wanted this to really happen and work.
Mhm.
That I did all these little things in between to make time for it, to build better habits or things like that and stuff. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah. No, yeah, dude, it's so crazy because, like, I get pissed off now that when I think about, like, all the time I was just wasting, and I can't even remember, bro. I can't remember what the fuck I was doing before because it
Dudes,
was pointless shit, dude, and that's why I get upset when people tell me, like, "I don't have time to do this,"
bro,
or
the worst
whatever
shit.
the fuck they
Yeah,
other shit they have going on, right?
we're
And it's
jumping you if you say that in front of us.
dude, it pisses me off, dude. There was damn, I'm not gonna say her name, but there's this
Nah,
person that I
name
work
drop.
with.
Nah, just
Yeah.
like
Just like there's this, coworker that asked about, like, my on-cloud shoes, and I was telling her, like, "Yeah, I use these, like, they're pretty good for running. I use these other shoes for running," whatever, right? Like, a week later, I asked, I was like, "Hey, did you end up getting the shoes?" She's like, "No, I don't have time. I do a lot of other stuff after work," and I was like, "Oh, shit." I was like, "What do you do?" She's like, well, I just stuff. I just go home sometimes or laundry. So then in my head, I'm like, oh, so essential shit that you have to do, right? And then I started thinking,
nothing.
like, dude, this girl has no fucking clue, like, because she doesn't know about like all this
Yeah.
stuff, right? She knows like about the brand, but that's about it. But she doesn't know that I work like double her hours for
Yeah.
starters.
That's insane.
And still manage to do everything else that we're doing. And not once have I ever made an excuse, at least now, to not like hit the gym or at least go for a run. Like if I'm on
Mhm.
crunch time and I can't spend like an hour at the gym, I'll do like a 30-minute run or something to make up for it essentially. So it really
Crazy.
pisses me off, dude, when people tell
Crazy.
me, "Oh, I don't have time." I
Mhm.
dude.
Yeah, like, dude, you don't even know.
Yeah,
You
dude.
don't even know, brother.
And even me, like now, dude, it's like be doing something and I'm just like, fuck, I'm wasting time.
Bro, honestly, same. Even on like, yeah, nah, dude, same.
Dude, yeah, that's why I'm moving back to the valley just to save 2 hours.
Yeah, that's even crazier too. This guy drives an hour here, well, to like down in the valley to work, and then an hour back.
So that's two
2 hours of his
hours.
day that are always committed to commute only. Like he
Mm-hmm.
can't avoid,
Non-avoidable,
non-avoidable, unless this dude sleeps in his car or something like, or on the sidewalk or something.
which has happened.
Yeah, but it's crazy. Like, yeah, you're right. Dude, I agree 100%. Um, so yes, I would say building something meaningful is
Yes.
your answer,
Yeah,
right?
my bad. My bad. Kind of off track a little bit, but I feel
Yeah,
like it's all
he was raging out here.
it's related to the same thing, because a lot of times, like, it I've thought about this too, like, fuck, are we just acting busy, But like I said in the to start off my answer was
Mhm.
yes, we are being busy, but with intention.
Mhm. Yeah,
and that's a big difference.
I agree. I mean, damn, dude. Um, we're building for sure something meaningful,
Yeah,
something that we believe in, something that we're passionate about, I would say. Um, and I think something that we, I mean, I think just it speaks for itself now, right? Like we always go back to this whole thing, and we sound like probably broken records now, but we wouldn't have continued doing this for two
excuse me.
years straight with quote unquote out making money, at least paying ourselves, if we didn't believe that it was meaningful. I think that's for starters,
True.
we're doing this because we want to see it on the shelf one day, or like see crowds of people wearing it, because they believe in the message of like GTA greater than athletics. Um,
100%.
so I think that that's the first thing I would say. Two, like the vlog, I think that gives us a chance to like low key disconnect from the brand GTA and the podcast stuff, and like be ourselves, and just kind of remind ourselves like, dude, it's being us alone is enough as well. Even though like we probably don't really think about it that way, but
That's a
it helps us stay grounded because
yeah.
being brand owners is like a, not that we're different, but we have to shift our mindsets to something else. Being on the podcast, you shift your mindset into like teaching mode and kind of reflection mode as well.
Yeah.
And the vlogs is like, do we literally are just ourselves,
It's
and
like
that,
kids again.
yeah, like kids again, and it helps us feel normal.
You know
You know
what's
what I
funny? I
mean?
never looked at it. That's a great fucking way to look at that.
At least
Damn.
like that's how I see it. But
Yeah,
we
fuck.
have fun doing all three. But I think there's a balance with like it's the Trinity, I think that's the
That's
Trinity
the
of
holy
the
trinity
Holy
right
Trinity,
there.
It's like the
Yeah.
teacher mindset with the podcast of like reflection and teaching like knowledge, or trying to at least. Then it's the brand business owner side, which is like GTA greater than athletics. And it's the like, hey, this is who we are, and like uh, the people we are,
I like that, dude. Good shit.
cooking,
That's cooked.
cooking.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would say for sure, like a combination of everything together is meaningful for us. And yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'll check out last week's vlog or no,
Dude, that shit is
yesterday's vlog.
so funny. I'm
Those
gonna pop it up
jokes.
like right here because I just watched
Oh
it. We
my
just
god,
posted it. It's
dude.
Sunday, by the way, guys. We're shooting this podcast, but this is by the time you guys watch this last week's episode. So if you need to catch up on this episode, watch it. That shit is funny.
Fuck
It's
jokes, man.
jokes. I was literally cracking up the entire time, and I was in the video.
You're like, "Oh, shit, I said that? I'm funny.
Dude,
Hey,
literally.
that guy's funny."
Not even joking. I forget half the shit I be saying, and I'm sure he does too. Cause like
Dude.
we watch it, and he probably hears me say this every video. Dude, I forgot I even said that. Cause that shit just comes out, honestly.
Dude, yeah. Shit
Uh,
is jokes.
yeah.
Oh,
All right. Next, we're gonna be talking about fear and growth.
man.
What would you go after if failure didn't matter? Because a lot of people aren't stuck for lack of ability. They're stuck because they avoid discomfort. So the real question is your fear protecting you or limiting you?
Damn. Um, fuck. That is a tough one, bro.
Honestly, I'll answer this one
Can't
first.
handles, bro,
I'll
'cause I'm
say
stuck.
damn. I would say I would go after growth, because if failure didn't matter, then you know I'm gonna eventually get to success.
Mhm.
So if I can get
True.
rid of the idea of fear and there's no failure possibility, but I just have to keep trying to get to growth, then I'm gonna do that. I think a lot of people get stuck on the side of not being able to grow because of fear itself. Like they're so scared to risk everything on themselves. They're scared of feeling broke. Their risk of giving up what they have right now to potentially make less or even nothing for a while to have a bigger return in 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. Because people are scared of being uncomfortable, feeling discomfort, feeling like they're losing when in reality they're winning. Because a lot of the times people can't see the potential of the direction they're going in. I think that's one. And I would say it ties into for me, like, I literally just saw a video on this actually, which related heavily to, and it was Kyle from the Nelk Boys. He was like in an interview, and they asked him like something about fear, and he said that he was fearful or something along the lines of he's just scared of living a life, or a lot of people are scared of living a life of making or living a life of being broke, you know. People don't want to risk that or have the risk of living that, you know. And
Yeah.
so I think, dude, that's true, you know. Like,
Yeah.
if I was given an ultimatum, say tomorrow, and they said, hey, you either have a chance of taking GTA to the moon, but you're not gonna make any money, and you can't work a 9 to 5, but you're eventually gonna get to success through GTA. You don't know when, but you could only do one or the other. I'm gonna pick GTA. And if like I have to live in my car, or I have to like do something else, move out, whatever the case is, and I lose everything else, I'm willing to risk my current stable job for the opportunity to make this happen, even if I don't know when. So I think
Yeah.
that's where people get stuck. They're not willing to go to that.
Honestly, a lot of it is not just like the fear of being broke, but a lot of people are not willing to cut out their bad spending habits. They're not willing to stop going out. They're not willing to stop eating food out, stop drinking alcohol. Like it sounds it sounds like we're bashing people that do these things, but in reality, all of that stuff costs a lot of money, and without even realizing it, all that money you could be investing into your brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is something that we learned is that we did it
Yep.
ourselves, you know. So, and we literally said this from the beginning. They're like, we're willing to go broke for this, you know, which is kind of scary to think that, but also, like you were saying, that is like, it's just we have that much faith in GTA and what we're doing, right? Where
Yeah, you have
it's
to truly believe it, like 100%.
yes. Yeah.
100% commitment.
100% commitment, yeah. Yeah, dude, I fucking agree with you. I would have been gone too, man. I'll quit right now.
Yeah, on today's episode of Quitting Our 9 to 5s for the 30th time without really quitting.
Down.
Yeah, dang.
But yeah, dude, I mean, yeah, it's definitely nobody wants to be broke, you know, that's the thing. Like we said earlier, fucking money makes the world go round, unfortunately. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but it's literally the truth. Like you cannot do shit without money. Like I don't know what to tell you.
I could.
Yeah, fucking eat dirt. Yeah, dude. Some good ass questions, honestly. Very reflective.
Relationships and environments.
Oh,
Look at the people around you. Are you expanding your thinking or shrinking it?
damn, shrinking that shit.
Yeah, because whether you realize it or not, your environment is shaping your standards every single day. So ask yourself, are you influencing your circle or being influenced by it?
Damn, bro. In the beginning, we for sure shrunk it. At least me personally, for sure shrunk it, dude. A lot of the people that I was hanging out with or thought that were like my friends and shit just didn't have like the same
Mm,
mindset, you know, where I
yo.
felt like shunned out or I was just like, fuck, dude, like, am I fucking weird for wanting to do more work, you know? Like, am I a crackhead or some shit?
Yeah,
So
that's true as fuck,
it
bro.
definitely shrunk, dude. But I would say that people that genuinely care for me and believe in me, I have expanded their um
Their thoughts,
their thoughts and
other mindset,
mindset.
yeah.
Definitely, like, 100%, dude, because I have family that are trying to do shit now,
Mm,
you know, and not necessarily, like, the same
dude,
stuff, you
yeah.
know, but they're thinking differently, dude, like,
You're influencing it now. Well,
yes,
influencing your family, like, down there's possibilities.
there's possibilities. Yeah, dude, this is actually a crazy example right here. Cassandra's little sister, Layla, she started doing, like, little nail designs and shit, you know,
Oh shit.
and
How old is she?
she's 10 years old, guys.
10
10
years
years
old.
old,
Oh,
okay?
bro, she's about to be that one in the family that
Dude,
becomes a millionaire at like fucking 13 and a half years old.
swear to God, dude.
Oh,
I already
fuck.
told her I'm investing in her business.
Yeah.
So this is crazy. This is
Yeah,
crazy,
let me know
guys.
before she goes public with her stock because I'm gonna need to buy a couple shares.
So she started doing that and like her friend liked it or whatever. She's like, "Oh, can you make me one?" Bro, instantly clicked in her head like, "Oh shit, like she liked it. Hmm. Let me say, okay, I'm gonna charge you this much, right?" Did that first batch, sold it to her. It was like $5, some super cheap, right? It's like just like glue-ons.
She out here slanging glue-ons at 10
Bro,
years old.
yes, guys, it's fucking
Oh, dude,
insane,
that's
dude.
she's about to be an entrepreneur
So
for
as
sure.
soon as she
100%.
told me, dude, my wheels started spinning, and I was like, okay, well, how much are you spending on the nails? We broke it down, and we're like, okay, well, if you're selling it for $5, you know, like you're only making $1.50 per set. I was like, dude, start selling it for $7, and for like first time, like, cause she had told everyone her prices was $5. I was like, look, dude, this is what you're gonna do because you've already secured these people. Tell them first time buyers, $5. Second time, then $7, right? Now
Mm.
you're making you're doubling your fucking profit, you know? So now
Mhm.
instead of $1.50, now she's getting $3 per fucking
God
set.
damn, bro,
Dude,
that's crazy.
last week, this crazy. She made $60.
What the fuck?
$60, dude.
No
Yeah,
way.
dude. So that is
In profit.
in profit.
Dude, how many did she sell?
I think
That's
she
like,
sold like 15 sets already.
I was gonna say, like, dude, that's at least like 10 sets or so or
Yeah, dude.
more.
But it was
That's
so funny because she had this moment, which I literally remember us going through this, where she was like, David, I'm so tired. Like, I don't want to do it. This is that. And I was like, I literally told her, like, look, think about this. If you're gonna make doing 10 sets, right? And you're profiting $3 each. That's $30. So if you do these 10 sets in say 2 3 hours, dude, that's how much you're getting paid an hour. She's like, man, but I'm tired. And I was like, dude, just the faster you get it done, the more money you're actually making. And
mm-hmm.
then she went straight to work and got them done, you know?
So how long does it take her to make each set?
I
Give or
think,
take.
fuck, honestly, I forgot. But
Dude, my wheels
sh-
are going now too, like on how to help her scale and shit. Dude, not
but
to sidetrack, but dude, you gotta have her make a base template of like base designs, bro. So she can be like, hey, look, I got this set with the base design. This is how much it costs. So she can show like a picture, like, hey, like these are my things.
exactly.
This is what the prices are. If you want a custom, this is a custom price right here.
It's
Like,
exactly what I told her.
damn,
Yeah, I was like,
cooking.
well, what's like a popular one? She's like, oh, like the French type or whatever. I was like, dude, perfect. Fucking post that as like one of your sets or with that something that's quick and easy that you can flip quick. She's like, okay. And then she started doing that, dude. Next thing you know, Friday, she was like, "Oh, hi." She's like, "Guess what? I made $60." I was like, "Dude."
Damn.
I remember when we were that age, dude, $20 was like fucking we were rich,
Dude,
guys.
I was
Imagine
slanging in middle school
60?
too, but I was making, $60.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, well, I mean, back in the day, the dollar was a different value, but
Yeah, that's
we're
true.
selling shit for 50 cents, you know?
That's true, that's true, that's true. Yeah, but
Damn.
so to wrap up my answer,
Sidetracked, but
yeah,
that's a dope ass
it's just
story.
dude, that story is fucking crazy
That's
because
lit.
that's exactly where yes, it's definitely shrunk, and unfortunately, like, some people are just not gonna fucking get it and or wanna adjust, or wanna try to expand their mindset, but you are gonna find certain people that see what you're doing and they get influenced by it, and where they're just
Mhm.
like, "Holy shit, man, like, you're telling me I don't have to go this route, I don't have to go to school, or, like, not that those are there's not anything wrong with that, but you're showing the next generation that
Yep.
there is
Possibilities.
possibilities, dude. Yeah, and I think that's super important because time is just
Yeah, it's valuable.
valuable,
And also, like, dude, she's learning so many. Dude, by the time she's 20 years old, in 10 years,
dude.
she's gonna have, if she continues this route, right? She might not, but if she does, and hopefully she does, she realizes the value of like learning business, is she's gonna have 10 years of experience at 20 years old on how to manage, how
Oh
to,
my god.
like, she's gonna learn lessons at a younger age that at an older age would fucking be, you know, more severe to like go through, right? Like,
Yeah,
say she
definitely.
loses everything tomorrow, or like in a month or 2 months from now, right? Her business crashes and burns, and she's all sad and goes through it. She's like, oh, like I lost everything, da da da, whatever, right? Say she's, hopefully that doesn't happen, but I'm just saying, like, possibilities, right?
Possibilities, yeah.
She will be 10 years old going through that, which sounds crazy for a 10-year-old to go through that. But at least it's not costing a roof over her head. It's not costing her next utility bill or phone bill or anything. Like, she doesn't have to worry about that because her parents take care of it, right?
Yeah,
She's able to endure these risks
yeah.
right now. When she's 20, she
Dude,
might not
yeah.
be able to anymore.
So
Or
jealous.
it's not that you can't because you're still so young, right? Like, anyone can take risks at any time, but there's more on the line at this point.
Yes. You're more it's scarier to take a risk at that age, at an
Mm-hmm.
older age because
For
of
sure.
now you have, like you said, responsibilities,
Yep.
So, dude, I'm so jealous that she has like this
Dude.
mindset, dude, because we were doing dumb shit in the street at that age.
Yeah, honestly, same
But
stuff.
yeah, it's fucking I love
Yeah.
seeing shit like that, man. I love
No,
seeing
yeah.
that shit.
I would also say that something similar to like influence. In the beginning, I was shrinking my mindset because of the shit that I was surrounding myself with in the beginning was just like old habits of like going out a lot more, like spending a lot of uh, n- more money on like drinking, going out of clubs, partying, whatever the case is. Now it's completely 360. I fucking rarely even go out, if that, like, do once in a blue moon at this point, because I'm all my days off, all my free time, I'm spending it with like the businesses stuff, which is fine. Like, for me, I'm happy with that, which is more money in my pocket to invest into other things or just invest in other ways for my personal life. Um, and as time has gone by, I've noticed that's kind of similar to you, like slowly start influencing people's mindsets of like, damn, you do all those things? Like, that's crazy. And I actually have a similar story as to um what you just said. Literally 2 weeks ago on Easter, um, I was over there with my nephew and he always shows me about like this game he plays. It's like this Geometry Dash or like this Roblox game or something like
It's
that.
crazy shit right there.
Um, and he was showing me because he's really creepy good at this game. Like, it's actually insane. And I remember like what, dude, like a month ago, I had told him, I was like, why don't you screen record and upload videos? And dude, I had
Oh.
forgot that I had said that. Like, I had said it like just briefly, and I didn't even show him how to do it or anything. And not even joking, last week, was it last week? So I went on Easter, told I think it was around that time that I told him or the time before. Last week I went over to their house or 2 weeks ago, and he was like, "Hey, look," and he was showing me how he had was screen recording all his videos, putting them into CapCut, and like uploading them onto as YouTube Shorts
Fuck.
on YouTube, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I kid you not, I saw like all these opportunities because he was doing things like super like obviously he didn't know like what how to navigate like CapCut, what he should be doing, how to upload it properly. So I literally spent like an hour. I showed him how to use templates on CapCut if you wanted to use templates. I showed him how to come up with titles on for his YouTube shorts. I told him on how to create a schedule for his videos, and I told him like to upload 3 to 5 times a day for his videos. Dude, literally I spent the hour with them. The first thing it was pretty dope too, cause my other nephew does it too. Matthew, they're brothers, and he was like, "I'm gonna show Matthew how to do this too." And dude,
That's
he
so
had
cool.
already uploaded a whole bunch of videos. It's just that he was like uploading it as a screen recording onto CapCut, and like it was a bunch of little things that like just makes
The shit that the
yeah.
viewer doesn't wanna see.
Yeah, the viewer doesn't want to see. I showed him how to crop the videos out too and how to zoom in it a little bit so it's more focused. And dude, I literally took one of his videos and like elevated it for him, but I had him do everything. I just walked him through the process. Dude, and his eyes lit up. He saw the video after and he was just like so excited. I showed him how to schedule the posts and everything, and he didn't even know any of those things were possible. And he was just like super excited. And I was showing him
That's
our
crazy.
podcast shorts, and our mini mission ones and our dedicated bro shorts and on YouTube, and he was just like, "You guys get 900 views, 1,000 views, 2,000 views." And he was in disbelief because he was getting like 100 or 200 views, which is still pretty cool, you know.
Oh, yeah, for
But
sure.
I saw his mind turning like, dude, that's possible.
Bro, yeah.
And so I can see like he literally I saw him after that go and sit down, and I just saw him on his phone the whole time editing and stuff. It was so funny.
That is sick, dude.
But yeah, I
Dude, those
think
videos are gonna go so crazy too, bro, like,
yeah.
that that niche is
Yeah, it was
insane,
funny because
dude.
he was titling his videos like it was just like dude, it was like a super basic title that I knew there was so much more potential around it because he's really good. So I had told him I was like, put Roblox, and then I asked him like what exactly that game was called, and it was like Blade Master or something. So I put all right, Roblox, Blade Master, and then like a show you how to beat the game or something. Like I forgot what we titled it, and he was just like, "Oh, okay." And I had told him like the reasoning why behind it, and I explained everything to him, and he was just like, "Oh," because he's super smart. But yeah, influencing in that way, dude,
That's fucking
it
tight.
was fucking dope.
Oh,
So
shoot.
I know, dude, he's
We're
gonna fucking take that shit to the moon.
yeah,
And
we're
I
gonna
just
have
told him,
to
I patted him on the shoulder after, and I was like, "Don't forget about me when you're
I was
rich."
gonna say that, dude. Don't forget to ask for your cut.
Nah, dude, but that shit was dope for sure. Influencing now though, like anything that I've learned, dude, I always try to like pass the knowledge on to
Mhm.
even to like recently I had a conversation with my brother's wife. She was talking about her lash business that she was doing really really good at, and she's like stepping away from it because she's like tired of running it on her own, and she's like wants to do something else now. And I had told her, I was like, well, dude, have you thought about hiring someone to like do it for you so that you don't have to do it, and you could still you'll make less, but you can pay someone to do it at the same level for you,
Mhm.
and you're making passive income instead of completely getting rid of the business. And she was just like, yes, I have and haven't, but like people just don't really know what to do and stuff. And I had told her, I was like, well, find someone that is already doing what you're doing and offer them an X amount to manage it for you.
Yeah.
And so that way you're not completely teaching someone, because that's where like the gap was, where she was trying to teach someone how to do it, which doesn't always work out because not everyone understands the business the way she understands it.
Yeah.
Versus getting someone that already runs a business or of similar business, um, has more chances of taking the business and continuing it at the level that it's at because they're already doing it on their own.
Yeah, no, dude. That's hard, dude. Because
Yeah.
then, well, you just gotta find, like you said, the people that are actually gonna be passionate about it too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you want people that care about the business just as much as you do.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck the influence.
Yeah, dude. I love that shit.
Well,
Shit.
fuck. All right, we'll do the last one. Close it out.
Yeah.
The big picture. If life ended sooner than expected, would you be satisfied with how you live? Not what you planned, not what you said you were going to do, but what you actually did.
Um, I think I would. I mean, not like right now. Right now, like if
Mm-hmm.
just hit the bed.
Got the
Damn,
hay.
hit the hay, dude. Straight to bedrock. Um, I think, man, damn, that's a hard one. Cause I feel like I would say no, but little things like influencing people, like like the story I just told, leaving like the imprint that I have with like people that I work with, like they know who I am and how I am.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with my family. Like, yes, I've made mistakes, but I've also learned from them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's like the biggest thing, right? So it's not always about like the mistakes that you've made, but did you learn from them and become a better person overall, right? And I feel like I have. So, with all that being said, I think I would be proud, because although it's not like a legacy, but I feel like I would leave something that everyone in my family or close to me can take a piece from or like look back
Mm.
at and learn from me. You know what I mean?
Yep. I agree. Damn. Fuck. I would say the same thing. Because if I get caught up in thinking like, oh, I could have done more if I died today, or if everything was stripped away right now and I could never do this again, am I happy with what I've done? Because of the way I think, I'm always thinking like I could always do more. I could always do more. I could always do more. Even I know, even when I'm successful,
Same.
I'm gonna always think I could have done more, which is something that I think I still need to learn, and I'm still learning right now. Is like to be happy with what you've done and be content, and not always have to be chasing like doing more, doing more, doing more, doing more, which is hard to do,
It's
but
hard.
I know and I'm confident in the future when I reach certain levels that I'll be able to look at those things and say, hey, like, okay, I reached a true level of success, which is, I think, like bigger goals for sure that I really want to reach is like retire my family or at least and make enough money for myself and like my intermediate family at least where I can like support them. For me, like that's something. Um, so right now, I would say yes. I've done enough stuff to feel satisfied with the way I've lived and also know that I've left an impact in the people's lives that truly matter to me.
Hmm.
Because I'm not in the game of trying to make everyone happy or fit in with everyone or leave a mark on everyone's life. It's more of like if I'm close to you and you're someone important to me, then that's who I'm really trying to like impact. But outside of that, it's like I could really care less, to be honestly. Like if I was trying to impress everyone, then I wouldn't be as happy as I am right now because I'm constantly thinking about everyone else's opinion.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I mean, if I knew I was dying tomorrow, like it would suck to know that I haven't accomplished everything that I wanted to do, but at least I would know I would be leaving Earth in the going in the direction that I wanted to be going for sure.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Damn. Sheesh.
Well, fuck. And that
This
one
one
on a
got
deep one.
deep.
And that one on a deep one right there. But
So you end up like Thanos fucking on the chair
yeah,
at the
fucking
end of the fucking movie.
that's funny. But yeah, that's kind of like the darker side of entrepreneurship. We try to tailor all of our questions in the side of how entrepreneurship has shaped our lives, our mentality, our habits, our routines, all those above. All and I would say like obviously we still have a lot to work on. But we're going in the right direction, and that's what matters, right? We have taken action. We're doing the things that require us to, take steps in that way.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, honestly, as long as we continue this route, I'm for sure confident that nothing's gonna be able to stop us, for
Dude, there's
sure.
no way, dude. Dude, we've lost way too much fucking time, friends, family, money for us to not
Yeah,
fucking make
yeah,
it.
dude. Yeah, there's just no. It's
Oh,
not an option,
snappers. It's
actually.
not an option, bro.
Yeah.
And I mean, but again, going back to the whole topic at hand is that's, shit that comes with entrepreneurship is it's some of the shit that you're just gonna have to you either overcome it or you
Hmm.
don't and you get stuck behind and
Yeah.
I mean, you at the end of the day you choose your path and you're gonna choose your fucking faith
Yeah.
essentially.
And you're gonna choose what lets you stop in your tracks,
Yeah.
or what, you choose to affect your progress and how far you get in your journey. Because everything that you come across can be overcome, but
Yeah.
it's up to you to decide, if you want to stop there and give up or, you know, decide, hey, this is where my road ends, or if you're gonna battle through that obstacle and overcome it and continue the path that you're destined to get to. But I mean, yeah, that's what I would say. Um, the road's not easy for sure. Hella bumpy, ups and downs, lefts, rights, turnarounds,
It's
10
like
step backwards
it's
while
like Goliath.
only going one step forward for sure. But because
Yeah,
this
dude.
consistency is key for sure.
100%, dude. Yeah.
Damn.
100%.
But yeah, we'll leave you guys with that. Hopefully, you guys like this episode. Another deep thought episode where we get time to reflect and think about what entrepreneurship and business has brought to us in our lives, in goods and bads, and kind of our thought process behind certain things. But yeah, we like to talk about these things because not always these things are, covered, and people want to paint business life as a good life and it's always sunshines and rainbows, but that's not always the case. Um,
Yeah.
and we're here to attest for it. You got to be able to overcome these things. You got to have a strong mind and sometimes do the shit that you don't want to be doing.
Yeah. Facts, dude.
Hell yeah.
100%, dude.
Well, with that being said, hopefully you guys like this episode. Money Emotion Monday, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.
Peace, y'all.